Cody has a young buck well within bow range, around 12 yards. This is an ethical shot, but Cody chooses to let this one pass. Deer management is an important part of their hunt.
Well, Cody and I are out bow hunting today. I want to thank Corey Warden with CLW Wild Game Hunts for having us out. Corey's got a lot of land up here in Alfalfa County, and he's invited us out to do a deer hunt with bow and arrow. It's the second weekend of bow season. Before we headed out, we went up to Oklahoma Archery and let Mark tune our bows in. You know, Cody and I are shooting Matthews and Hoyt, two top-of-the-line bows that Oklahoma Archery carries. They got a bunch of other bows too, but we went and let him look them over and really make sure that everything was going to shoot well this weekend. This morning has gone great. What most bow hunters would consider a good morning. We saw a really nice buck. Didn't get him on film. Just one of those things that happened real quick. You know, he was off a pretty good ways on the hill, and we spotted him, and he moved off before we could get the camera on him. But then we had a nice 1-year-old deer walk, 12 yards from us, and that was pretty cool. He'll probably be a pretty good deer, 1 year. Normally you'll see a spike with just 2 horns coming up. This guy, he had some mass to him. He had already formed some points off of his, main beams and everything. So I'm guessing he'll be a pretty good deer. We wasn't going to shoot him right now, but I've considered this morning pretty good. I've had a good time. It's a little later, and I think we're going to head in here before too long. But let's go check in with Cody and see what kind of morning he had, because he's in a spot, man. There's a highway going right by him. So I'm guessing that he either saw a lot of deer or has got one down on the ground. But let's go check in with him, see how things went. And don't forget to go to Oklahoma Archery, check out their selection of bows so you can enjoy this bow season too.
Cody has a young buck. This one looks like a cull buck. Probably one that needs to be taken out of the gene pool. If Cody can get an ethical shot, he'll take it.
That he was under our stand for a good 45 minutes. Just milling around. It's a good sign. There's little spikes in the area. There's gotta be big mature bucks in the area.
Me and the cameraman were easing around this morning. As you can tell from earlier footage, we were hunting on the ground. We were kind of easing up and down this draw, trying to find some areas that we may hang a stand. This is the only really thick timber and brush for pretty good ways around a lot of hill and open field. But anyway, we were trying to find somewhere that we could hang a stand this morning or to hunt out of this evening. And while we were walking around, we came across all kinds of deer here. I mean, all over the ground. Just big patches of it on the ground here. It's up in the bushes. And I don't know what to think of it other than, from the looks of things, there's branches broke off and stuff just tore up and messed up around in here. And it seems like it'd be a little early for them to be fighting. That's the only really thing I can come up with is as much hair is laying around. There's no barbed wire fences. It's pretty nasty looking in here, like there's been something going on. But I thought that was pretty wild. I've never seen this much hair just laying around. There was I noticed it was all pretty much from the stomach area, but there was a patch around here a minute ago that had a lot of brown on it, and if it was from a fight, it may be a lot of the throat patch or something. I don't know, but that was pretty cool. We were just walking around and spotted a bunch of white hair on the ground. It's deer hair. There's no doubt about it. But I think we're gonna keep on easing and eventually make our way to the truck and go pick Cody up. Maybe he got that big buck this morning, but we'll find us somewhere to hang a stand to hunt out of this evening.
Later that evening, the cull buck comes back in. If Cody can get an ethical shot, he's going to take that one out of the herd.
All right. All right. I think he's down. That's a good shot. All right. I think we'll wait here a little while and see if he doesn't bed down and surpass. All right.
Well, Cody and I don't have that monster buck yet. We've had a great weekend out in the woods. We've been hunting Alfalfa County with CLW Wild Game Hunts with Corey Warden. I want to thank Justin Lemunion for hooking us up with Corey, and we've had an awesome weekend, great hospitality and great hunting. We've had 2 mornings and an evening hunt so far, and we've seen a lot of deer. Hadn't had any come in. Well, we've had one come in close enough for a shot, and Cody shot a nice little cull buck to get him out of the gene pool and keep from, producing a line of bucks that aren't going to look so good. I passed up on a spike that came in about 15 yards, and he was a real good-looking 1-year-old deer, and that was pretty comfortable being able to see a 1-year-old deer that looked that good. You're going to have a good buck here in a few years, and passing him up is going to give him a chance to get bigger. But catch us next week, but until then, we'll be on the way.